Hi, hello everyone. I thought to do this Namaste, Hari Om, hello everyone. I thought to do this live podcast on meditation and Dhyan. I have been doing Dhyan live for several times, but this is my first podcast, solo podcast on meditation, breathwork, Dhyan. Okay, so yeah, let's start in some time. Let me share this. I'm sharing this link in the group. Give me some time. Okay. So yeah, meditation is very important in day-to-day life. Not only day-to-day life, but discovering yourself, knowing who you are. Is very important. Meditation is important in your life from physical perspective, physical health, fitness perspective, mental health. Uh, Ancient scriptures like Bhagavad Gita, Yog Vashishta, Shiv Sutra, Vigyan Bhairav Tantra, what they talk about meditation. And then we'll also do a 15-minute meditation, guided meditation. Okay. I would love to show you the beautiful. Uh, so let me just turn the camera and show the view. Okay. So there are different forms, styles of meditation people practice. We'd go through our ancient techniques where we start with focusing on breath work and the third eye. Okay. As I mentioned, meditation is very important to improve your connectivity, knowing your true self, mind body alignment, and so forth. Okay. So every day, I think you should inculcate, start practicing meditation. I understand there are a lot of thoughts that go through the mind. Average human has it's discovered. I mean, a survey was done, and it was found that 6,000 to 6,500, 7,000 thoughts per day a person has. So why are these thoughts coming? Where are these thoughts coming from? That is what you should start discovering. Okay, is there a reason? And also you should work on reducing the number of thoughts. Now, how is important? So, you need to reduce the number of subjects, objects in your physical life and your mentally. dreaming, desires, temptations. That now, how do you do that? That is also another important question. That's why in the scriptures we'll be referring to down the line, throughout the scriptures, it said, control your senses. Don't become a bogey of your sensory organs or sensory pleasures. With that, the sensory pleasures or sensory desires control your senses, right? You lose control of your senses. Then what happens? Your mind is not able to control your senses. Then your body and true self are misaligned completely. And your true self is not able to gain that mindfulness or consciousness or self awareness. So, control your senses, reduce the number of thoughts, control your senses with reducing the number of subjects and objects. Just don't regret about the past, don't worry about the future. You're already complete when you're born. You, that's you. Think about you yourself. That's why a Mahavakya a prayer is there. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnartha Purnamudachite Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. So you are whatever you see and whatever you don't see as well is complete. You are that drop from that infinite supreme consciousness, and you are that consciousness, eternal bliss. That is what your true nature and true self is. Okay, and then this body and mind are vehicles and tools to know the true self and connect with the supreme consciousness. That's the spiritual aspect of Advaita Vedantic perspective, where you become realize this. When you see the world through the senses, you see that this world is material world is unreal illusion because it's bound by time. We also are bound by time. Then there is something which is eternal, which is primordial consciousness, which created supreme consciousness, which was all pervading eternal, which did not have any birth or it does not have any end. That supreme consciousness created primordial energy, and we are the forms. We are the highest conscious forms of that primordial supreme consciousness and primordial energy. Okay, that's what the understanding of Advaita Vedantic perspective is. Now let's go through some scriptures. I have made a note. Then we'll do a guided meditation after this. Okay. So in Bhagavad Gita, so in Bhagavad Gita, if you say verse number 2.48, Yoga Staha Kuru Karmani means perform your actions while remaining steadfast in yoga. What is yoga here? The definition by default of yoga is not only asana but oneness. What oneness? Oneness. Okay, that's what yoga is. Yoga is yoga, art of yoking. That is oneness. So that is what the first Bhagavad Gita verse, I mean 2.48 number verse, which are covering first here, says. Okay. Do your duties steadfast and selflessly with yoga, that is mindfulness, consciousness, realizing that your consciousness, eternal bliss, Satchidanand, one with that supreme consciousness. Another verse 18.78 in Bhagavad Gita is Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna. Wherever there is Krishna, the master of yoga, and wherever there is Arjun, the archer, there will be prosperity, victory, happiness, and firm determination. So what is the representation here? What does Krishna? That is supreme consciousness. Krishna is consciousness, supreme consciousness. Okay. Shiva as well is supreme consciousness. There is no difference. It is said, believed that we Advaita Vedantic perspective, Sankhya Yoga, Shiva is supreme consciousness, it is said. But there is also a saying and belief system and teaching that we should not see any duality. Means Krishna and Shiva are one and the same. Parvati, everything is one. You, this entire creation, Rupa, then name and form. Dissolve the name and forms of people, names and forms of people, anything, nature, plants, mountains. These are we give them. When we see these names and forms, we have given. It becomes very difficult. At least you should have the understanding what does this removing Nam Rupa or removing name and form mean. When your true self realization starts beginning, the first, there are various signs and symptoms we'll cover in the following podcast. You are able to catch the state between the waking state and the deep sleep state. You are able to catch that switch. You are also able to experience the switch between the deep sleep and waking state. In sleep also, you are somewhat a kind of conscious. So you have that live experience in your deep sleep state, your meditative state, your dream state, or your deep sleep wakeful state. Three states: deep sleep, dream, and waking. Okay. So the underlying fundamental substratum of these three states is Turiya state, that is eternal bliss state. So on this substratum, Turiya state, Satchidanand state, there is dream state, there is waking state, there is deep sleep state. These three states sit on the substratum of, that is supreme consciousness. That is complete self awareness. That is what oneness is. That substratum, Turiya state. Humans feel Satchidanand state with that. Okay. Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna. So wherever there is Krishna and consciousness and Arjun, who has mastered the control of senses. That is what here Krishna is trying to say. Wherever there is control of senses, there is prosperity, victory, happiness, and firm determination. Okay, now we'll go to what Yog Vashishta. Yog Vashishta is a dialogue of Sri Lord Sri Rama with Maharishi, his guru Maharishi Vashishta. Okay, one of the greatest Saptarishis is Maharishi Vashishta. Yata drishti tata srishti means how you is your the way your vision and perception is, so is what you visualize, what you see. Okay, the way your perception is, likewise is the vision. Okay, like you are the reflection of this universe. The universe is reflection of you. That is what is it is trying to say. So how you achieve that? Through meditation, through looking inside. If your inside is good, calm, peaceful, happy, content, peace, like shanti, santushti, sangat, and good spirit of inquiry, blissful state, then you will see the entire outside universe as blissful, happening good for you. Okay. Then Yog Sutra. What does Yog Sutra says? Chitta Vritti Nirodha. That is the essence of yoga. The cessation of disturbing, fluctuating nature of the mind is what yoga is. Then you will be able to find oneness. People did not understand after Mahabharat, Ramayana before that said about finding oneness, being one, controlling your senses. Then in Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavad Gita, Krishna also said, find oneness with controlling senses. Still, people did not understand. Then Patanjali found a way to transcribe it, practice it, bring it into document it. That is what Maharishi says Patanjali did. Chitta Vritti Nirodha doesn't happen. That's why it has 195 verses. The first verse is Atha Yoga Anushasanam. Now yoga with discipline. We start yoga practice with discipline. The second is chitta vritti nirodha. These are the two verses. Yog Sutra, Patanjali Yog Sutra starts with the first verse and ends with the second. If one understands, is able to find that oneness and samadhi, everything is realized and known. People, many don't understand. That's why there is asan, yam, niyam, asan, four chapters, pranayam, pratyahara, dharana, dhyan, then samadhi state. Okay, these are the eight limbs of yoga. So chitta vritti nirodha, meditation is cessation of the fluctuating nature of mind, be it worries, thoughts, anything. Okay, in various videos I have been sharing how to control the mind while meditating, and even when while you are not meditating, you are working, you are focused on activity, creativity, focus on breath work, focus on breath. Try to draw a line between your inhalation and exhalation whenever whatever you are doing. Okay, before doing a creative activity, or before going for a meeting or anything. If you are going for a meeting, you want whatever you are doing, you want courage, strength, moral boost, everything, that kind of stuff. Do inhalation and exhalation through the right nostril for 6 to 9 times. Just ensure you draw a line between your inhalation and exhalation. Then you can add 6 to 9 counts of inhalation, retention after inhalation, exhalation of 9 or 6 count, retention after exhalation, or mix and match that upon your convenience. Okay, that is what one of the meditational technique for exhalation, or mix and match that upon your convenience. Okay, that is what one of the meditational techniques is, bringing your mind into focus here and now. Is bringing your mind here and now is also key to finding calmness, mindfulness, consciousness. Then Shiv Sutra, Chittam Mana Swayam. The mind itself is a meditation. The mind itself is meditating. Only now, how? Only when you are able to attain that samadhi state. The mind is meditative state. What is meditation? It is levitating somewhere in between. It's, that's what the earth is. That's what the galaxy is. It's meditating, levitating. We don't know where all these galaxies, or this, we can say, this material creation itself is meditating in supreme consciousness. There can be many such material universes. That's why there is also a story of Hanuman and his story of multiverse, where he goes down to bring ring of Sri Rama, and there are multiple rings. So that is a different story. We'll cover that. Mana Shantam Chittam Shantam. That is what in Vigyan Bhairav Tantra. Now, who has written Vigyan Bhairav Tantra? We don't know, but it is said that these are the aphorisms, 112 techniques given by Supreme Consciousness Shiva to Parvati Shakti. Okay. Manam Shantam Chittam Shantam. If your mind is at peace, your mind is calm, your true self, that is your Chitta is shant. Okay. Now, other another verse number 25 is Mantra Drishti Nirodha. So, restrain the mind by focusing on the sacred sound or mantra. So, you should inculcate, bring in mantra practice, bring in mantras like Om Namah Shivaya or Om. Om is a good sound. We'll cover a different topic again on what Om is, how to do that. But Om Namah Shivaya, Om Bhuvasva Tatsaviturvarenyam, Gayatri Mantra, your Ganesh Mantra, Vakratunda Mahakaya, Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamsoma Jyotirgamaya, Om Purnamada Purnamidam, your those kinds of verses, mantras. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram, Ram Ram Jai Jai Ram. So these are various kind of verses, mantras, beach mantras. chakra mantras, lam, vam, ram, yam, hum, om, ah, seven chakra mantras you can do. Okay, so that is what importance of meditation is. You bring meditation, you improve your mindfulness, you improve your consciousness, your connections. Try to practice, at least start with 5 minutes of meditation every day, um, through breath work, focusing on your breath, or you can focus here on the pineal gland or third eye. Okay, while you are focusing on breath, do conscious breathing, do counted breathing, synchronized breathing. That is what it is appropriated in West as. That is simply pranayam. Sit in this Sukhasana, Padmasana, Vajrasan with this is like this. When it is facing upwards, it is chin mudra. When it is facing downwards on your putting on your knees, it's gyan mudra. Okay, spine straight and elongated. Close your eyes, and that is how you should meditate. Now let me play some meditational music, and we'll do some guided meditation. You have to plan conversations in your head. First, because deeply spontaneous people to speak now. Sit in any comfortable position. Spine straight, leg parallel to the floor. If you are in the US, United States, Europe, your sleeping time, lie down in any comfortable position, bed, whatever your sleeping position is. Close your eyes. Breathe. Just breathe normally. Now, inhale for the count of 6 or 9. Hold for the count of 3, 6, 9, whatever you are comfortable. Exhale for the count of 3, 6, 9, or 12, or 15 or 18. Go in multiples of 3, 6, okay, or 9 or whatever. Because these are the numbers, we'll have different discussion on this. 3, 6, 9, count, you should exhale. Again, hold after exhalation for the count of 3, 6, 9, whatever you are comfortable with. Do it for 9 repetitions. I'll be there, I'll guide you. Inhale, deep. First, you should fill your abdomen, then diaphragm, your chest, and complete this region. Then you ensure you fill this. Okay. Then while exhaling, you start exhaling from here, then here, and then abdomen. Let's start. Inhale, hold, exhale, hold. Find your time balance. Don't worry about the thoughts. Let them come and go. If you want to observe your thoughts. Where are they coming from? where you release it from your top of your head, directly shoot the thoughts. Remove them from above. You let the thoughts hit your center of your eyebrows, whatever thoughts are coming, and let them go from the top center of your forehead to the full stop. If they are good, actionable, they will come back again after your meditation, after this meditative state. Okay. So observe your thoughts, focus on your breath, focus in between your eyebrows. Don't worry about any objects you are doing. Be here and now. Relax completely. Calm your mind. Try to be here and now. No regrets of the past, no worries of the future. Completely relax your body, relax your shoulders, relax your mind. Feel your inner self rejuvenation, your recharge, reset. Inhale, breathe, hold, exhale. Feel the real you, your true self. Feel the connection with your true self. Align your mind, your body, and true self. Give self affirmations that you will be controlling, taking charge of your emotions because your true self is controlling your mind. When your mind is in control, your thoughts are in control. When your thoughts are in control, your words are in control, actionable, mindful. Your actions are mindful, conscious, conscious. And your karma becomes very conscious, mindful, and self-aware. And that is how it becomes conscious and you become more conscious, more mindful, more thoughtful about yourself, the environment, all that is around you, because there is oneness. Eventually, we just need to find that oneness, that one universal love, high vibrational energy, high vibrational frequency. The light emanating from your true self is very bright. When you are able to know your true self, slowly you will see there is light emanating, which is more bright and which slowly dissolves, removes these names and forms in our body, and we see oneness in the creation of what you are that. That's Nam. West, if you want to fall asleep, if you are in West US, you are you in Europe, you want to sleep, fall asleep. If you want to take a shavasana, do a shavasana, lie down on your back and do shavasana for 10 to 15 minutes. And if you are starting your day, be mindful, conscious, aware of your senses that will control your thoughts, that will control your emotions, communications, actions, and you'll be able to have a more mindful day, starting with mindful, conscious living, more self-aware. Okay. Rub your hands, gently massage your muscle gut energy, massage your neck, arms, stomach, gently rub your eyes, put your palms on your eyes, slowly open. That is the guided meditation. Okay. Again, we are over 4 minutes, but in 1 minute, I would like to conclude. Bring mindfulness meditation practice in your daily life that will improve your connections with your closed ones, loved ones, your family, your friends, your colleagues, your pets, all that is around you, the animals, the birds, the stars that you see. You'll be able to connect and communicate well with them. You'll be able to know, discover what your true self is, which is not this mind and not this body, but true self. Your true self will be able to take charge of your life, where now mind is taking control and mind is again controlled by the senses. So try to take control of the senses and eventually you will be able to take control of your mind, and then your true self will be taken, where the true self works with the subconscious mind and as well with the conscious mind. Whereas mind is just working when you're in waking state. But when your true self takes control, it works with the subconscious mind as well and conscious mind as well. And that's how you get 2x, 3x, 4x, 10x of your true self. Because subconscious mind is very powerful, undisturbed by the outside world, and it works while you're asleep, meditating, or dream state or waking state. The subconscious mind is continuously working. So that is how you train, give with meditation, practicing that, inculcating that meditation practice. You train your subconscious mind to be more calm, mindful, peaceful, embracing peace, shanti. Okay? Try to reduce the number of objects. Don't worry about the regret the past and worry about the future. That is because every tomorrow is again going to be now. You will have to go through that moment sometime or the later, and that is also going to become the past. So present is much more real than past and future. Chinta charcha, yarta, chintan manan, dhyan sad. Okay, do retrospection, introspection, contemplation, intellectualization with meditation. Okay, try to be here and as I mentioned. Focus on breath work, do breathing exercises, inhale consciously, exhale consciously, and as I mentioned, for confidence, courage, boldness, do right nostril meditation for creativity, calming your mind, sleeping, or improving consciousness, awareness. In that side is Chandra Nadi, left nostril, right is Surya Nadi. And you can do any alternate nostril breathing as well, or deep, simple meditation. Okay. So, yes, uh, wish you all, thank you for joining. happy, conscious, mindful living for you, more self-aware. Wishing you health, well-being, longevity, and prosperity. We'll close this with one closing mantra. Okay, that is Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamsoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityurma Amritam Gamaya. And Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamsoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityurma Amritam Gamaya. Take me from the unreal to the real, ignorance to truth, and Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya is from darkness to light, and Mrityurma Amritam Gamaya from the cycles of death and birth to liberation. We'll say thrice. Om Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityurmamritam Gamaya. Hari Om. Om Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityurmamritam Gamaya. Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityurmamritam Gamaya. Thank you.